Now, I know what you're going to say. It's been a very long time since you guys have heard my voice, and I have a very good explanation. It is actually a very valid reason, actually, and this was just part of my master plan. I was just cooking this up for my inevitable return. So, the reason why I haven't posted exactly laziness. I have been so lazy and I have had no motivation to actually record what my content. But that changed for today because it something recently just occurred that actually slapped me awake where I had to say, yeah, like I have to speak on this. And it's related to the whole unity thing. And I'll give context really quickly right now. So, well, not context, more of a description. What is Unity? For the very small group of people that don't know what Unity is a game engine and also an app where you could obviously make games. You can code there, you can build there. There are assets there for you to build your game, and it's also a good way to publish your games. A lot of indie games or just games in general are made on this engine. And recently, what had happened was the CEO made one of the worst decisions known to man. And this decision has ultimately just killed Unity. Like, no one is going to be using it. No one is going to buy their assets. No one's going to buy their stock. Nothing. This was genuinely like the death of Unity. Like they're already 6 feet under and going lower. Like they're they're gone. And the way that people have reacted has been amazing because it's very rare for humanity to actually think alike on something. So if your mistake was bad enough that the whole internet unanimously gets together and puts their differences aside just to clown on you, that is how bad you completely fucked up. Unity, you are done. I'm a nobody, but I can still tell you that you guys are done. There is no coming back from this. And so I guess I should explain what exactly happened. So, Unity has decided that from now on, well, not now on, it's from January 1st of 2024 or the 24th, I believe. It was decided, yep, on the 1st, that all games that use the Unity engine will be charged 20 cents for each game installation. Once it hits a threshold of 200,000 downloads and 200,000 in revenue, a lower charge and a higher starting threshold, 1 million in sales and a million installations, will be offered for higher tiers of Unity subscriptions starting at around 2,000 a year. Now, for those who know, that is very bad. Like, it is very anti-developer. It is, and it's, some of you are probably already smacking your faces going, like, there's no way that this is real. So, I am going to, for those of you who are probably going, it's only 20 cents. That 20 cents will stack up. And the reason it's anti developer is because if they have to pay that much of a fee per installation, they would have to owe more to Unity than the actual revenue from their game. And that ultimately leads to bankruptcy. It is inevitable. It is just a matter of time. This decision has literally made developers want their game to not sell. Because if they do, they will owe more than what they've gained. And this is the main reason why this decision was one of the worst things that could ever happen. And obviously, since a lot of games are made on this, it's going to affect a very wide range of video games, whether it's indie, whether it's massive. Among Us runs on Unity or was made in Unity. And starting in 2024, they're going to have to pay 20 cents every time someone installs. That is how bad it is. What's even worse, though, is the fact that they are installing subscriptions, which, if I am reading this correctly, they are also set to be on the in 2024, and $2,000 a year having to pay for their game. And it gets worse. Eventually, they did try to save face and say that people were just misreading it. It was that it was just a complete misunderstanding. Well, the response was actually even worse because it confirmed more negative than it did like anything else. So let me see if I can find it real quick, because when I read it, I genuinely couldn't believe it. Right here. Oh, wait. I need to add this. For the Unity, these are the 3 subscriptions: Unity Personal and Unity Plus. $200,000. Unity Pro, $1 million. Unity Enterprise, same thing, with the same install. And they were, to the response, what did they confirm in that response? They confirmed that they are not only going to charge the developer for selling the game, they will start charging for reinstalls. And that is really bad, because let's say somebody wanted to buy multiple ports of the game. That's like $1 for just one person. So imagine the scale if, for example, 200,000 people bought Among Us or something like that, or installed it. And they installed it in like 3 platforms, like on their PlayStation, their Xbox, and their phone, and their PC. This proves that this is just going to make people go bankrupt. And it's just going to, again, make people not want to make their game actually sell. It's going to be the complete opposite. So, how exactly did the internet respond? Well, this is where it gets really funny. So, first off, this was all on Twitter, or X, whatever you want to call it. Blaze your glory. I'd rather die. So, Discord set a tweet saying, starting tomorrow, you can only send 1 Discord message per day. Even Geoff, the guy from the Game Awards, replied to Unity saying, "What a joke." And then here's a response from it saying this is kind of like signaling the Emperor has lost the mandate of heaven. It's that bad. Like, even the Wikipedia entry for Greed was changed. They completely changed the description as by this. The person who noticed this was Tom Warren. Says greed or avarice is an insatiable desire for material gain, be it food, money, land, or inanimate possessions or social value, such as status or power. Greed has been identified as undesirable throughout known human history because it creates behavior conflict in personal, socials, and goals. John Rosiglio, if I'm not even going to pronounce it right. This is the CEO of Unity. It says one of the greediest people alive. In another response, we have Xor saying, "Thank you for being better than Unity." This is replying to Game Maker, and then Game Maker says, "Doesn't seem hard these days." Slay the Spire and its team, Mega Grit, put up a statement. And for those who follow them, well, I won't even tell you. I'll tell you later after I read this. The Mega Crit team has been hard at work these 2+ years on a new game, but unlike with Slay the Spire, the engine we have been developing it in is Unity. The retroactive pricing structure of runtime fees is not only harmful in a myriad of ways to developers, especially indies, it is also a violation of trust. We believe Unity is fully aware of this, seeing as they have gone so far as to remove their TOS from GitHub. Despite the immense amount of time and effort our team has already poured into development in our new title, we will be migrating to a new engine unless the changes are completely reverted and TOS protections are put in place. We have never made a public statement before. That is how badly you fucked up. That last part is real. They've never had to put up a statement up until now. That is, again, like they said, how badly that CEO fucked up. So, what is this resulting in? Just people leaving Unity. They are not going to use Unity. They're not going to pay the fee by, again, not using their engine. People are going to move on to other engines, thankfully, and Unity is done. There is absolutely no saving it at this point. So, yeah, all I wanted to do was update you guys on that, and hopefully you guys found it entertaining. And, well, I'm gonna not end it yet because I have a video game that I was developing on Unity, and I'm not gonna use Unity anymore. I don't even care. I didn't even make much progress, but not important. So yeah, guys, that's all I really had to say about this whole thing, and hopefully I'll be able to pump something out later. So yeah, guys, see ya.